Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm just going to bear the sound. So we're going to have echo. Okay, let me just go back to my right. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little background music. Just one moment. Um, yeah, how I feel about that. Oh, there we go. This is a bit too loud. Let me see. Whoops, not too loud. Is there? How about that? That's good, right? You can hear me? I'm going to put it down a little bit more. There. So now I can hear a little music in the background. Okay, so if that bothers you, let me know and I'll turn it off. But right now I think I like it. Anyway, actually I used to have okay, I'm sorry, the music is bothering me. Okay, so anyway, so I'm gonna turn this off. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Well, it seems Za'el and Ariane did leave. They went back to Temer, as Mary said. And I guess they decided to to go back to their lives, I guess, and do other things. And apparently not return. So I wish them well. We all obviously wish them well. And I say thank you to them for being here, for the videos, and for having this contact with us and their support. We really do appreciate it. And I wish them well. Um, yeah. And you never know, we might meet them if we are, because they live longer, you know. So, and we live obviously so many, not many years, and I don't have that many left. So I might see them. Isn't that interesting? Because I think I'm in immersion. So when I wake up, I might go and see them. Anyway, also the Toleka ship went back to Tamar, and Mary obviously, I don't know if obviously, but she said that hopefully she'll be able to be restored fully and sent back to the orbit here. So that will be interesting to learn, and I wonder what changes they're gonna make to the Toleka, because apparently the construction of that ship was to hold more than, I think, about 1,500 Tagetans. So it's for a lot of people. So I don't know they're gonna, restore it to how it was. So I wonder what they're gonna do with it. If they do decide to restore it, that's gonna be quite fun to know and learn about. Now I'm not sure. I think okay, my microphone is here. The things that I don't want to talk too loud. It's early here. Anyway, so that's kind of interesting. I find starships so incredibly interesting. I just at the beginning, when I knew that they could be big, I just never. I think I never thought about them because I was not that type of person that would dream about extraterrestrials and spaceships and people in other planets. It wasn't. It wasn't me. I know many people um, do that and they fantasize about it, and especially when we're children. But I never did, which is odd. And so when I learned that the spaceship, for example, Toleka was about 2,000 meters long, 2 kilometers long, I thought 2 kilometers. I just couldn't. I just couldn't imagine it. I thought, how can I have such a restricted imagination in regards to that, that I just cannot even just picture it. I just because I look outside and I look up and I'm thinking 2 kilometers. What would that look like? Well, it depends how high it is, obviously, but it's just so big. I don't know. It's weird. I know that's not as big as other starships that are humongous. But anyway, that's some of my restrictions. Uh, I would like to know more about, well, we do know a lot about Sadiclea. Is that the new one? Sadiclea, yes. Um, I would love to, uh, I would love to see it. I would love some images of the inside. Oh, that would be interesting. The part I would like to see, the bridge and the part where they can control the weather, control the weather, the climate, temperature, the atmosphere, because they can have seasons. Summer, winter. It can rain. They can have snow. But I don't know if that's just restricted to some places where they can just go and relax and experience something else. Um, or is part of a, because she said there are 2 floors that have that ability to control the environment. And I would like to see one of those environments with a specific season, winter, for example. I think it will be fun to learn about it. And I don't know, it's just so, I guess it's so new to us here. Well, at least to me, because I don't remember anything. So I would love to see that in images, in a video or something. Maybe they could make videos. I wonder. I know they're not going to film it and send it to us, obviously. Um, but she could use another software and make a little video, a few seconds, right? They could do that. I have a new haircut. I went to have my hair done. Well, not done, cut. And I'm not sure. It probably doesn't look any different from the other day. Anyway, sorry. I got sidetracked. Yeah, that's what I think they should do for us. Make little videos. Anyway, immersion. That's what I wanted to talk about. The dangers um, while being in immersion. I didn't know. I had no idea. In fact, I didn't even imagine anything in regards to immersion that could go wrong. Well, I did, like because the immersion pods were once in the Toleka. And I thought, what if something happened to the Toleka? Would I just, would my body just drop dead here and I would wake up there? Or, what would happen? But that's about it. Then I thought, what if someone regressive got to my pod and opened it? I don't know. That's what I could think about. So when she started telling us about all the dangers in regards to being in immersion, I truly found it a little bit disturbing, to be honest. I thought, huh, don't you find sometimes, even though when Mary started doing her videos, she said she was going to start from basic and then build with the information. And I thought, fantastic. And I thought, I cannot wait until she's up to the point where we start getting really new, fresh information. because obviously Robert and Gosha have given us a lot already. So she started from the beginning. So at the beginning, we were like, yeah, we know about that. We know about that. Right? She started building. And now she's up to the point where everything is brand new, fresh information. And only lately I started realizing maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's a lot of information. Do I really want to know? Especially with the dangers, excuse me, but I think I have a bit of an allergy. Especially with immersion, the things that could go wrong. But I think it was good though that she said, especially if there are regressives that know we're in immersion and they contact us down here. Uh, that has never happened to me. Um, well, no, but oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, no, that cannot be. Oh my goodness. Just now I remembered something. Oh, this is so creepy. No, it cannot be. Anyway, move on. Um, oh my God. Um, I'm live. um, anyway, yeah, so there could be people that could contact you here and lead you astray. Um, yeah. Has that happened to you? Have you had any experiences where you're looking back and thinking, huh, that could have been, that's weird. Oh, that feels really creepy. Um, I've had people, a lot of people that they've had encounters with normal looking humans. And it has been odd that, it's like seconds of interaction with this person. It was just out of place, but it was positive, you know. Um, yeah, it was positive. So that's all right. But negative ones, well, how do you know if they're negative? Well, wouldn't you feel it? Wouldn't you feel? That's what I think. I wonder because I tend to think that star seeds intuition, it's really good, but then again, might not be. But wouldn't you feel like if someone that was had bad intention, you could feel that energy, that negative energy. I think many star seeds could tell. However, I can understand that if someone comes to you and starts telling you things that only you could know or only you could have memories about because they're both obviously from outside. Um, yeah, that could be quite disturbing. I never thought about that. How interesting. Well, interesting and well, it's good in some ways because then you can be alert. You can question it, and at the end of the day, I guess it has to be you have to be you you have to know what you want to do in your life. What drives you, um, and you gotta have a a certain amount of self-esteem and to say to discern what you follow, what you believe, what you to you it's your truth, to what you think it's appropriate for yourself, and what your behaviors are and your actions. I think It really comes down to your own self-esteem and how sure you are with yourself, which in all honesty, I think the older you get, the more difficult it is to guide you in a way that you think, oh, wait a minute, this is weird, this is not right. But when you're young, 20 years old, you can be manipulated, you know, especially when you have these. I think when you are young, you still have these fresh memories from before, um, and they're just feelings. So I think when someone touches on that, telling you, remember that it used to be like this and it felt like that, and they match what you feel and what you know, and maybe you've never told anybody, then you start building this this attachment to that person because you feel you are in the same frequency, in the same vibe. So I can understand how these younger people can be manipulated. But then again, we older ones can also be manipulated, I guess, but to a lesser degree, I think. Most certainly, I think. Yeah. It's funny because I had a contact with someone who was, and she would say, "Oh no, she's an ET." When we would get in together in a group, this lady that I used to know, she would say to everybody, "Oh no, she's an extraterrestrial." And we all thought, including myself, that she was just saying that I was different because I've always been a little different from others. It's because I'm always on my own and thinking differently, behaving not normal. I tried once to be normal when I was younger. I thought, I wonder if I can be normal like other people and do things like other people do. And I tried it, and it was so difficult. I couldn't do it. I seriously tried. I thought, what if I just try to be normal and see what happens? And it was a complete disaster, complete disaster. Um, and I thought, this is too much work. I can't do it. It doesn't come naturally to me. In fact, I didn't even know what to do. So it made everything worse anyway, because I was always so different. Um, she saying that I was an ET was just something that everybody thought of as, someone who's different. And we all laughed about it, including myself. And she was like half laughing. I could tell she was half laughing and just looking at me weirdly, differently. So I guess she was right. The thing is that I think she knew more than I knew she knew a lot, but I could tell that she was not able to see what I could see, um, which is a good thing. Yeah, I met someone like that once. How weird. I kept my distance though afterwards because I didn't agree with her with some of her points of views and her idea of how we should be, how we should interact, or what we should do. I did not agree with it. And yeah, I lost contact with her. I was never in agreement with her. She hated it. I remember that. My goodness. I wonder if, my goodness, I've just realized that just now talking on camera. It's quite disturbing. Anyway, I'm gonna say hello. I should get myself. I like coffee. I don't know if you guys drink coffee. It's not good for you. Um, but I like it so much. But I'm drinking water right now. But I love coffee. What can I say? With sugar. Basically, I'm killing myself by choice. Gives me a headache. I don't know what it does to you, coffee, but it does perk me up. It never used to for some reason. Or maybe I didn't realize it, but it does perk me up. It's true. But if I drink too much, say 2 cups a day every day, then by the third day, I start getting a headache at the back here. And then I have a headache for 2 days and I can't do anything. So it's really bad for me, but I still drink it. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that amazing that we humans, we know what things are bad for us and we still do them? I mean, I have to make an effort to go and buy the coffee. I mean, I'm spending money. Isn't it weird? We spend money on things that we are not good for you. We make the effort. I have to go and buy this plunger because I don't have a plunger at the moment. I'm drinking instant coffee, which is probably the worst thing. Maybe that's what gives me the headache, the instant coffee. Is there a difference? So we go and, I'm going to go and buy a plunger. I'm going to spend money. I'm going to make the effort. I mean, we make the effort to put poison in ourselves. And I talk about it and we still do it. And I still do it. Isn't it interesting how manipulated we are? I'm sure this happens outside as well. In Temen and Era, there are people, the Taygedens, doing things that are bad for them. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it's not just a human thing, even though I think here it's it's exaggerated. I think it's worse. But I'm sure it happens outside as well. See, that's one of the things I would like to hear from Mary. I want to know just a couple of things that Taygetans do that is bad for them and they still do it. I would like to know that. That's one thing I do know is that they can get addicted to the immersion. That's one thing I know that she said that some get addicted to immersion and it's actually a problem, a real addiction. So they get lost in another life that doesn't really exist in some ways. It's not their life, it's another life. Hmm, interesting. Anyway, hello, how are you? Ah, Antonio, hello. How are you? He doesn't speak English, but he's trying. He's on Duolingo. I'm using it too. Have you tried that? Oh my god, I shouldn't be marketing this. I've just said it already. Okay. That app, it's to learn languages. And my mother started learning Italian a year ago. And this app, it's free. She's using the free version. And every day, lessons can be 3 minutes. If you don't have time, you just go on there. It gives you, you take the lessons 3 minutes, and that's it. And obviously, the app keeps you entertained, and it does everything to keep you entertained and coming back. And she started learning Italian. It's kind of interesting. And she's been doing every day, she's been doing a lesson every single day, sometimes 3 minutes, other times even 15 minutes if she feels like it. And I thought maybe I could do that. So I started learning French. And I skipped a few days because I forget. And for some reason, I'm not very good at learning languages. I don't have the patience, but I really want to learn French and Russian, to be honest, and Russian as well. So I started with French because I think it's easier because I speak Spanish. And I started I'm just doing 3 minutes every day, just 3 minutes. And the app is so good because it really really entertains you and you keep going. And I've learned actually a bit of French, very basic. And I'm getting to learn the the pronunciation. and it's actually working. I recommend it. I'm not going to say the name again, but it's actually really good. It's fantastic. Anyway, um, hello, Antonio. Thank you for being here. Even though he doesn't understand, maybe he does understand a little bit. Marvin Alvarez, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Oh, you're from Miami. That's nice. Lida, hello, good afternoon. Greetings. Thank you. How are you? That's so good. Anyway, yeah, that's what I wanted in regards to immersion. Um, I was quite surprised of the dangers that we can encounter in regards to immersion. Actually, funny that because what I'm sharing right now, it's what's going through my mind right now. To be honest, I'm live with this in the moment, which is kind of great. Um, but when I listened to this latest video from Mary in regards to immersion, I was thinking to myself, I'm not sure if I want to know more about this because it's um, excuse me, because it oh, oh, I have to tell you something else. Anyway, I wasn't sure if I wanted to hear more because I felt like I started to get worried about my immersion signal. It could be intercepted, and I guess I shouldn't worry because obviously then it becomes my reality. So, in regards to that, I'm thinking, don't they? Well, I guess they take precautions if some people are attacking you in this way because after you come out of immersion, you can be really pee off, annoyed about this, angry, and once you are awake, you can go after these people. So obviously, I guess they take precautions in regards to that and run away. But I mean, if I find out that someone tried to do something to me, as soon as I wake up, believe you me, I will go after you. And you're not going to get this smile, this wonderful personality. You're not going to get this wonderful personality after you. I will hunt you down and we can live a long time. Um, yeah, but wouldn't you? I know a lot of people there, especially if you're not, well, I don't know, but I think, especially people who are not having a great time here, they really want to get out and just really go at it. So I wonder how many star seeds get out from here. The ones in immersion. I don't know how it happens. Yeah, because if you're from source, I don't know how that works. Might not be the same thing. But when you wake up from immersion, I do wonder how many star seeds go after the people that interfere, 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 interfere. Why do I forget languages when I start um, going live? I forget Spanish, so don't think this is an English thing. No, and those are the only two languages I know, and I forget both of them. How is that possible? Seriously, I mean, I was born in Chile, so my native language is Spanish, and I forget that one. What the hell? And I came to New Zealand when I was 11, so really, English, it's kind of my second language, but not that second. In fact, when I was 20, 24, 5 years old, I didn't have an accent at all. I had a New Zealand accent. And when I would speak on the phone, people thought I was a Kiwi. And when they saw me, they were like, "Oh, you're not a Kiwi." They were really surprised because I didn't have an accent. Now I have an accent because I put it back in when I was in my 30s because I thought it sounded interesting. Can't believe it. So I got stuck with the accent. I can't get rid of it. Anyway, I forget both languages. How the hell does that happen? It happens to Gosha actually as well. So that's good. So it's not just me. Mm. um, yeah. So I do wonder how many star seeds. That's what another question that I have for Mary. How many Marie? I'm not sure. She likes to be called Marie, Mary, Mary. I think. I'm sorry, Mary. Um, But what I would like to know, do they know of starseeds waking up and just going after the people that were, you know, attacking them here? I know it's more complicated than that because when you are outside, you look at things differently. It's true. But I'm sure there are starseeds that wake up and just, oh, not happy about it. Hmm. Yeah, interesting. And another thing I want to talk about. Oh, that's right. Yes. I woke up this morning and I know some people this has happened to them before as well. I woke up just like any other day. I got up and I was going to leave my room because I'm not in my own house. So I looked in the mirror just to fix my hair, not to scare anyone, because I've scared people before, and I'm sure it's my hair. Um, so I was fixing my hair, so it didn't look so crazy. And I looked in the mirror and I thought, wait a minute, what's that? And I turned on the light, and you can't see it now. I think you can see it a little bit there, and I can actually. It's a little bit tender. There is a like a little. I woke up with a. It's like I hit myself on the head, poof, like an indentation the size of the little finger, and it was red, bright pink, and on both sides there is this two round circles that I looked closer and I thought there were just little zits or something. I thought it's weird. Then I thought to myself, have I been eating chocolate? Because when I had chocolate, you get something, spots. I still at my age, I still get spots. Just one. Weird. If I eat too much chocolate, I don't know if it happens to you. I'm still a very young person. Anyway, and I thought, well, I haven't been eating chocolate. That's weird. And then I thought, but why there is an indentation there and it's red? And I touched it and it's a little tender. And I looked at my bed and there's nowhere that I could have hit my head on. Not even the side table, because the side table is lower than my bed, how it should be. Did you know that side tables beside your bed, the night tables should be lower than your bed? Did you know that? So that when you reach out, you don't have to, lift your shoulder. You can just reach out. Interesting information I give. Yes, I do. And the edge of the side table, it's lower, so it's impossible for me to hit my head there. Um, and have a wall on the other side. so I didn't hit it anywhere. And I woke up with this. So an indentation, it's red. It's not red anymore. You can tell a little bit. And these two little things on either side, I can feel them. They're like little there and there. I can feel them. They're so easy. Just when you look closer, it's actually an indent. So I'm thinking it was in Spanish, they call it jardineros, the gardeners. Oh my God, how do they say it in English? The gardeners? The gardeners? Don't they come at night? Not the boogeyman. I'm not talking about the boogeyman. The gardeners. I think they call it the gardeners. They fix you up. If something's not going right and they need to and your something in your health in your body is not right, they fix it. So they take you away and they're not very did you know about this? There are videos. Gosha has some videos and I think Mary has some of them. They take you and they fix you and bring you back. And because they have so many people they have to go through at night, like 30 or 40 people, they're not very careful with you. So I think I heard that some of them, they just drag them out. And I'm thinking, how does that happen? So I'm thinking they were either not very careful and I just hit my head somewhere, or they did something because it left two little marks on either side. I can feel them. And it wasn't there last night. So how can that happen overnight? So yeah, they must have done something on my head. How weird. Anyway. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, so that's my little chat for today. Well, that's what happens to me. Those are my thoughts in regards to the latest videos from Mary. I wanted to answer a comment that I had, a question that I had. I hope he doesn't mind. Well, it's in the comments and it's public, so I'm sure he doesn't mind. And he asked in regards to, because Gosha, when she was here a week ago, I'm sure it was a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, we were chatting, and she was saying she was in immersion, and she has another program running. So she's in immersion, and her consciousness is on herself at the moment as Gosha, but as well on another person. Excuse me. And this other person apparently is a young girl, 15 or something, and lives in Europe somewhere. So she's actually experimenting being human here twice. I wonder if I'm doing the same. I could be. Uh, so that's kind of interesting. Anyway, one person was asking, when Gosha came into her body, whose body was it before she came? Gosha. Gosha's second? Yeah, she's Gosha 2 apparently. Gosha 3 is Gosha 3. Is it Gosha 1, Gosha 2? She's Gosha 2. And the other program, she calls it Gosha 3, I think. So she's Gosha 2. Then he said, okay, so the previous person, so where did the body come from? You know, the Gosha that is now, whose body did she walked into? And it seems that she did ask this question because she said, well, was Gosha 1, I guess, did she have a soul before she entered? Was she a program? Or did she just magically appear? And I remember that the Gaetan said that she would know. She's asking them, and they said that she would actually feel it. And she says that apparently there was a person before her. There was a soul in her body before she came in. because she remembers being young. She remembers those feelings. She remembers a lot, even though she remembers it as someone else very far away. She remembers. So I remember she said in one video a long time ago that she believes there was someone before that. Anyway, this person in the comments asked, so who did that uh, person before Gosha? Whose body, where did that body come from? I guess it was maybe the previous soul came in at birth, maybe experienced birth, and that how that person was born, or it was a program, and then that soul took over. Who knows? Like that's a mystery. Only Gosha, I think, would know that because she's using that body. But yeah, there are. I think those are the two options. That the soul that came from source, apparently that soul was from source, Gosha 1, maybe came in and it was born, or it was a program, and then Gosha 1 came in and took over after I don't know how many years. So who knows? There are many options. It's interesting, isn't it? So new. You could, I mean, if you are a writer, you could, I mean, just with this information, you can write really interesting books, right? They have to be called science fiction. Um, but that's one way to make an income, I thought, if you are a writer. Um, I sometimes would love for myself to be a writer because I will write a lot of books in regards to this information, stories. It really does inspire you, doesn't it? To let your imagination go wild. Uh, I would do it if I were a writer, most definitely. Yeah. Um, just remember that if you take information from that they get in disclosure, just add it to the book. My inspiration came from so and so. Anyway, that's what I wanted to chat um, to you about. And yeah, that'll be all for today. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody who's been with me, even if you don't speak English. Appreciate it. So leave me a comment if you have any comments, any questions, and we'll see each other again soon. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. See ya. Bye.